What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Bruja Africana, coming to you all with an Orisha story. I realized I had not told this story, and this is one that I need to tell, especially with the climate of the world today, or the climate of the U.S. today. Let's talk about how SU put differences between people. Now, a long time ago in Ile-Ife, now we know that all of the stories take place in Ile-Ife, but let's just put it in modern day times. Let's say this is happening all in the U.S. Let's say that it's today's world, okay, so that you can follow the story and you can understand what I'm saying, or at least I keep you entertained. I hope by now you are already subscribed to my channel, because we're about to get into this story. So let's say that this took place in the U.S. and everybody was receiving equal everything. Everybody had equal shares of land, equal amounts of livestock, equal amounts of fruit on the trees. Equal. Everything was equal. It was a thing of Oludumare making sure that all humans had equal amounts of everything, so that there's nobody suffering, there's nobody feeling left out, there's nobody that's feeling like, oh, why do they have more than I do? Oludumare came up with this plan like, all right, boom, let me put these motherfucking humans on this planet, and boom, Obatala, make sure all of them got equal everything so that there's no fighting amongst them. Obatala went so far as to even make all of the people brown skinned or dark skinned, if you will, so that there is like no difference. Basically, that is what Yemaya is saying, that version of her that is white, that is from the sea. She's like, deep down, we're all Africans. Everybody was created in Africa, so why can't we all get along? But anyway, back to the story. Things were going along well. You know, everybody has the same amount of wealth. Everybody's eating. Everybody's happy, you know. And then here come these busy niggas. These niggas that's just noticing that we all got the same thing. And I kind of feel that, you know, but I would not have done what what the Iramole did. This is them that existed back then, y'all. Just follow me. Let me cook. But I wouldn't have done that to that extent. First of all, I'm not measuring what I have against what somebody else has. So this was Oludumare's concern. Why are y'all now kind of having this little frustrated talk about what you got, baby? Ain't you eating every day? Ain't you sleeping in a nice grandiose palace? Ain't you sleeping on 2,000 count thread count sheets, baby? What more do you need? You got a good size amount of money in your bank account. Like, I done all of this for you, baby. What more do you need? No. So, y'all know SU. Being SU. He hearing people buzzing around with this shit. And why the fuck we all look the same? And why the fuck we all got the same length of hair? And why the fuck all our hair pores see? And why the fuck we all got dark brown eyes? And, oh, this is my favorite one. And why are we all dark skinned? Ooh, this finna get good, y'all. I'm finna tell y'all where these crackers come from. So SU being messy. And yes, he's always messy, but there's always a method to his mess, y'all. I promise, let me cook. Don't become afraid of SU, because there's always a purpose behind the shit that he does. So he listening to these motherfucking ignorant ass humans who are prospering in the lives that Oludumare and Obatala put together for the humans, you know, and making sure that these things grow. It's not a thing of they were stuck in one position and this is it. No, Oludumare and Obatala laid the path so that they could be well, honey. Okay? Yes, they were going to be well. Like, all you had to do was build on what you had. And if you couldn't build on that, you was good right there. There was no suffering, no nothing going on. But these motherfuckers decide to look amongst each other and become jealous and start measuring what they got. And SU being messy, he going to visit as many of them as he can. And they steady, you know, complaining to him. Yeah, you need to take this to Oludumare and tell him, look, I don't want this same shit. My neighbor got kente cloth, wears kente cloth, and theirs is orange in the background, and I got the same damn type of shirt, and I don't want to wear the same shit. I don't even want to have the same type of house that my neighbor has. Like, my neighbor has a house made out of clay. I want my house made completely out of brick. You know, just some shit like that they were doing. And that's you absorbing all of this shit. And he take it and he asking questions before he just upright and go. Because don't think you can just call SU and go do this, nigga, and he'll go do it. Fuck nah. He got plenty of questions because he gonna ask you, are you sure this is what you want to do? So he asking for, well, why do you want that? Why do you want differences amongst each other? Give me a plausible reason to go run this shit back to Oludumare. I'm not just gonna go to Orun with just some fucking mindless requests. So people start piling it on, talking about why they needed to be different. Especially those that was talking that shit about the skin color, honey. Oh, them niggas was heavy on that shit. Look, I don't want to be dark skinned. Everybody on this motherfucker is dark skinned. I want to be different. I want to be the anomaly. We need to be different. We need to be different. So as you like, I might can start some shit up in here. So he take the shit to Oludumare. Oludumare like, look, I heard them the first time they said this stupid shit. I said no then. And pointed to all of the shit that they have. Okay? There's a reason why I gave everybody equal measure on the planet. As you like, okay, cool, boom, let me go run this back to these niggas, tell them what you said. As you run back, tell the folk what he done said. He like, yo, Oludumare like, look, he did this shit for a reason. It ain't really nothing I can do unless y'all can increase y'all complaint. Like I'm saying, y'all know SU gonna do some mess. He gonna throw some mess in there. And that's exactly what he did. So people increased their complaint. He consistently was going back and forth to Oludumare with these complaints from people like, look, these folk is really dissatisfied being equal down here on this planet. They done started fighting each other and trying to make differences, but all of them look like, little chocolate Hershey bars. What we gonna do, Oludumare? I know these is my people and I'm supposed to keep the humans on the path, but they going a little bit askew. What can I do? Oludumare got tired. He like, all right, these motherfuckers want some differences. All right, cool. As you go down there and tell them that I'm gonna make some differences between them. Give me 7 days. So as you go back and tell these motherfuckers, all right, within 7 days, Oludumare and Obatala gonna make some differences so y'all won't be fighting so much. And I forget exactly what he did at first, but it wasn't good enough for humans. Oludumare may have done something like increase the land size for some of the Africans. That wasn't good enough for them, though. They like, we still make the same money. So Oludumare and Obatala made a way so that there are a few that are a little bit richer than the rest. Keep in mind, everybody is still in good positions. Nobody's poor. There are no homeless people. Ain't nobody hungry. None of that. Everybody was rich. He just made a few more rich than the others. So then time goes past and people seem to be content with where things are, but then they uprise again. They're upset with the way that things are. They're upset that there is no visible difference in what they are. Like, look, we still all motherfucking still dark skinned. We don't all want to be dark skinned. So as you took this shit up here to Oludumare, he like, look, they don't all want to be dark skinned. They want you to make a difference amongst their skin hues so that they can tell the difference in each other. And as you is like, I don't understand it, but I'm just telling you what these niggas are saying. And Oludumare gets mad. He say, well, go tell Obatala about this stupid shit because I don't want to hear it. So he tells Obatala about it. Obatala brings it back to Oludumare and says, you need to teach them a lesson. So bong. Oludumare gets at SU and he tells him, look, go down here and teach them a lesson while I'm getting ready to put these differences. Since they need to be 2 different colors or 3 or 4 or 17 different colors, let me make that happen. See, right now at this moment, humans done pissed Obatala and Oludumare to fuck off. Like, why do y'all need these motherfucking differences? Alright, cool. So SU comes down to the earth while Obatala and Oludumare are creating the differences in the skin hue, since this is what these stupid niggas wanted. Eshu decides to paint one side of his body red and paints the other side of his body black. And in certain portions of the Pataki, one side of his body is painted white and one side is painted black. And he did this, and he dressed one side of his body white, one side black, and he simply walked down the center of the street. This caused a argument amongst these ignorant niggas, because on the left side of the street they're seeing a white Eshu. On the right side they're seeing a black or a red Eshu over here. And they're like, you see Eshu, why is he walking down the street with paint across him? Like, you know, I don't know how they put it, but let me put it like, why is one side of him one color and one side the other side? So people are like, yeah, why is he showing up white walking down the street? And the people that live on the right side of the street, they like, no, he's showing up red or he's showing up black. And this caused an argument between the humans. Eshu did this to stir the pot, because he knew that Oludumare was getting ready to make folks' skin hue different. So after Eshu done caused all of this drama between these people, Eshu decides to just stand back and watch. And while he's standing back watching people fight over what color his skin was, he went back to Oludumare and he like, look, this is what they wanted. What's taking so long? Since they want something to fight about. And Oludumare look at motherfucking Eshu like, why is this nigga painted different color? Never mind, I'm not even getting ready to ask. This is some more Eshu's games, and I'm not getting ready to get involved in it. So Eshu comes back to Earth, and when he arrives back to Earth, there are white people present. These are where the white Orishas came from. The Orisha Funfuns, if you will. He goes over to another part of the town. There are brown people. These are the Latin people. He goes over to another part of the town. There are Asian people. And on and on and on until there are massive differences amongst people, okay? And of course the Africans are still there, because Obatala refused to turn off all Africans a different race. However, after these folks got exactly what they wanted, they still were not satisfied. The white Orishas needed to feel exalted above the brown and dark-skinned Orishas. The Asian people, I guess they just went on about their way. And I'm not trying to be funny, but I don't see them show up much in Ifa. And if I'm wrong, let me know. However, the white Orishas, the Orishas that had been suddenly turned Caucasians, they wanted it to be like, we're better. We have more. And it was almost a thing of Obatala chose those that he had wanted to have a little bit more, and somehow a lot of them were the ones that he turned white. They felt like they needed to be separated from the dark skin and the brown skinned Orishas, and they moved themselves off to another side of Ile Ife, basically ushering in segregation. This is where the dark skinned Orisha should stay. This is where the Latin Orisha should stay. Everybody should be separated. This is what these stupid ass humans came up with. And Eshu kept going back and forth to Oludumare and back to Obatala, telling them what these humans want. Knowing that these plans are diabolical that humans have, but Eshu wants to show people this is what these senseless, petty differences cause. This is what's going on in America right now. Eshu is pitting differences amongst us so that we can learn. All right, y'all.
Bye.